Yes, indeed. Welcome. Now, we know it's a Monday, but it's also a weekday and a new week. So, hey, it's about time for everybody to grab the opportunity that comes your way and do something special with it and hope that something special actually happens.
Something special always happens, especially once we come on the air. And if you're not satisfied, you know, that's nature's way of making up for Mondays. Take a little treat to just sweeten up your day.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to another exciting edition here for Wake Up Nigeria. We're here to satisfy that urge that you've been looking for all weekend, which is to get back to work. Whether you like it or not, sometimes there's that urge to like, I can't wait for work to come, Jerry. I've had a bit too much fun.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't think Mike and Winfrey would agree with you on that. They want a few more weekend days.
You don't have to link to what's mass. You don't follow. You don't have to link to the
Killjoy.
Really?
Well, here. Winfrey, you look lovely.
Thank you.
I love this dress.
Mike. Thank
You have
you.
given me an idea for my next.
Wow, you're taking...
Yeah, I like this. No, it's not. Now, this is a, what they call it now? What they call our, well, I'll put the knot here.
Oh, is it kimono? Okay, for that strap.
Yeah, exactly, this way.
you.
And then make it like that. That's what's up. But hey, come on, it's
Good
Monday morning.
morning. It's Monday morning. It's a brand new week, and we're definitely looking forward to a great show. Everybody here seems pumped. I'm looking forward to tapping from that energy.
Yeah.
Yes, take it back. Go.
You guys are a bit, your fingers are a bit sticky today, the two of you.
Wow,
I was surprised.
Hey, but
Especially
really
you, Mike.
lovely outfits.
Lovely,
by the
though.
way. Lovely.
It's all good. As always, we have quite the show for you guys. Every single aspect of today's show has been tailored just for you guys, carefully curated rather, just for you for a Monday. My name is, of course, Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, you can use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
Ah, you bet. You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere that you might be. All you need is the mobile app, which you can actually download, and it's very easy. I've been using it a lot these days to see all the different shows, especially our shows that are running from 11 p.m. every single night, every single weekday.
Yeah.
Have you guys been catching them? We've had some very interesting discussions on those ones. You guys should actually.
If you've not been able to catch it, just check us out on GOTV channel 27 or on UHF channel 49.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
And we implore you guys to please follow us across all the social media platforms that are handy. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. That one. It's all at TVC Connect. It's that easy.
Now, what we have in store for you for today's show.
Okay, so let's let them know.
Why financial intelligence is key to success. I saw that. I saw it coming. But, well, hey, we're going to be talking about that on motivation. And to do justice to that, we're going to have Dr. Olumide Oladapo Emmanuel, popularly known as the Common Sense Guru. He's no doubt one of the world's leading motivational speakers, wealth creation agents, and he has over 3 decades of transforming lives. And for our weekly brain teaser, we review the latest edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
For a musical performance, we are joined by classic, high, and skin music killer for an interesting take on the country.
And of course, today we have SME. Oluwatoyin Elegbede Shonibare is the creative director of and lead decorator of Glivy's Cakes and Events. And their mission is to dish out delicious and exquisite creations that ensure customers are wowed. Yeah, looking at all those snacks just made me a bit hungry.
Hungry for snacks so early in the morning? No.
No.
It shouldn't be. That's not very healthy, is it?
No, it's not. But the truth is, sometimes
Who told you it's not
that sweetness just
Who told you it's not healthy?
It's not healthy. You should know better. You're a gym guy.
Yeah, you see something, you do need sugar. The problem is excess. I was listening to this guy who said something like, look, you can eat almost anything. A lot of it depends on the amount and the time.
Yeah.
When he's talking about the time, not necessarily, you can do it almost any time, but the amount. Because look, your body needs sugar.
Yeah.
You do need the sugar. And in fact, if you actually are going to the gym, you need to take a lot. You need carbs that you haven't burn.
Yeah.
What are you trying to burn? So, yeah.
Now, don't listen to me. This is the guy that actually had a burger at 12:30 at night.
Oh, goodness. A
How's the
burger.
weekend? How was the weekend for you guys, yeah?
How did it
go?
How was your weekend, Winfrey?
How did it
It
go?
was good. It was great. I spent it watching The Crown.
The
which is actually
Crown.
very enlightening and,
So that's gotten a spike on algorithms.
Yes.
because
Oh,
of
definitely.
passing
because of everything. So it was actually, it put a lot of perspective to things and just gave me a broader understanding of all of that.
You didn't watch the movie I recommended for you,
I saw your
Which one is
recommendations.
3,000 Years of Long. You didn't watch touch it.
Yeah.
So,
You didn't say we were not looking for Mike on Friday to collect.
I said I dropped it. It was everywhere.
You left in a hurry.
was-
I wasn't in a
It was
hurry. I left
everywhere.
here quite
But you saw
later
it,
than
right?
usual.
What did you think about
You
it?
haven't seen it? You've seen Pinocchio. I saw Pinocchio. And
Was it nice?
Pinocchio was the same thing
Not
from
Pinocchio, the other
many
one.
years ago, but 3,000 Years in
Yes.
Longing was fantastic, except that it ended in an end. Should I be saying?
Anticlimactic for me.
And no spoilers here. don't worry.
Anticlimactic for you?
Ended in an anticlimax, if you ask me, because it was the narratorial skills of the Jinn that actually caught me. But his own story with the protagonist was a bit.
Yeah, I get you.
okay, well, some powerful actors in the movie, it's going to sell the movie until people actually hear the story or get to the storyline part of things. And then they're like, does this
So I
story
didn't
really work?
sell it. I mean, at box office.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. They didn't promote it well. But for me, the weekend, I was at. I had to help out with a double premiere.
Nice.
For Brotherhood. I didn't get to see it because of I intentionally did not want to due to some reasons. But I must say, the reaction is the type I've never seen before.
Really?
Okay, for a Nigerian movie.
Never. Wow. Like, this is not the stars themselves. So there was a fan premiere yesterday, and you need to see how the hall was vibrating. Wow. And this was in Surulere.
So that
They
means...
were jumping, like...
Wow.
So I was like, I'd never seen this.
Does this mean there's hope for Fowles now that his music career is not doing so good?
Oh, God, more than just hope. More than just hope.
early, is it?
More than just hope.
Yeah. And before...
But I'll try. I'll like all of us. I'll find a way. We all have
All
to
of us
go
go
there.
and see it.
Good morning. Once again, Mike Messikeno here. It's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, the UK has observed a national minute silence to allow people to reflect on the life and legacy of the Queen. Now, of course, yesterday was the fourth and final full day that the coffin will lie in state in Westminster Hall, and thousands are taking their last chance to join the line in state queue before it closes. Now, United States President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill have paid their respects to the late monarch at Westminster Hall, just as world leaders are arriving in London ahead of a funeral happening today. First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, was amongst others, or Zelensky, pardon me, dignitaries who also paid their respects.
She was the same in person as her image, decent, honorable, and all about service. And our hearts go out to the royal family, to King Charles and all the family. It's a loss that leaves a giant hole. And sometimes you think you'll never overcome it. But as I've told the King, she's going to be with him every step of the way, every minute, every moment. And that's a reassuring notion. So to all the people of England, all the people of the United Kingdom, our hearts go out to you, and you were fortunate to have had her for 70 years. We all were. The world's better for her.
French President Emmanuel Macron also paid his respects to the late monarch. He was joined by presidents, prime ministers, and royals from around the world. Among those seen entering the palace were Irish President Michael Dehegan, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss, New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is in London to represent Nigeria at the funeral of the Queen. Professor Osinbajo departed the country on Saturday to join other heads of state and foreign dignitaries for the burial. He'll also hold a bilateral meeting with James Cleverly, UK Foreign Secretary. And then on to local news. In Zamfara, the State Police Command has arrested a fake military officer, notorious bandit, and collaborators. The fake soldier, who claimed to be an ex-serviceman, was arrested in possession of a locally fabricated revolver gun, military camouflage uniform, fake military identity card, and other dangerous weapons. The terrorists' collaborators are said to have been supplying arms and ammunition to bandits in their camps. Police also arrested a notorious six-man syndicate of informants who collaborate with bandits to terrorize innocent citizens in Gusau, Kaura, Namoda, Safi, and Bungudu local government councils. parading the suspects at the police headquarters in Gusau. Spokesperson of command, Mohammed Shehu, said the suspects were arrested by police tactical operatives during an intelligence LED operation conducted in some criminal hideouts in Gusau and Safed local government areas.
Is the arrest of 5-man syndicate of informant to armed bandits who specializes in giving information to bandits and also supply of arms and ammunition, military camouflage, among others. So you can see how these people are conniving, are collaborating.
Now we'll take a time out. Don't go anywhere. The show is just starting.
Interesting, engaging our cause there. Thanks for that one. We're going to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers. At this point, we're going to start with the Daily Trust. Today's Monday, 19th of September, 2022. On the Daily Trust, it says, how bandit leader Turji escaped NAF bombings. 12 buried, fighters, women, kids affected. Residents in panic over possible reprisal. Will sustain tempo, say military. Page 4 has more on that. 19 killed in FCT road crash. Page 6 has more on that. Masquerades invade Plateau Church, flog pastor worshippers. Daily Trust launches online shopping hub. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Trust. We also have with us the Nation newspaper. It says here, strike. Reps ASU meet over face-off with government tomorrow. Union asked to submit written presentation. Case against teachers for hearing today. The story starts there on the cover and wraps up on page 4. Just above that story, it says Okwebi Ojota Link Bridge traffic diversion at Maryland main day begins tomorrow. Let me take that one again. Okwebi Ojota Link Bridge traffic diversion at Maryland main day begins tomorrow. Stock market's new rules threaten investors' 1 trillion naira funds. And at the top here, it says why Nigerians in the diaspora must mobilize for Tinubu. Page 5 has more on that. Buhari in U.S. for United Nations General Assembly. And on Osun poll, Adeleke admits to overvoting in 6 polling units. Page 5 has more information. Let's see what else we have here. Of course, the photo story there showing President Emmanuel Macron of France and, of course, U.S. President Joe Biden and his wife yesterday in London. World leaders to attend Queen Elizabeth's funeral. PDP governors mount pressure on Wike to drop IU must-go call. Division in Southwest chapters over Makinde's position. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation. We also have the Punch newspaper with us this morning. It says here, tax relief concessions. Federal government grants 16 trillion naira waiver to Dangote, Honeywell, others. Duty waivers, tax reliefs, good for economy, but discriminatory. Economists slam federal government. South Africa earned $107 billion tax revenue in 2021. Nigeria, $15 billion behind Kenya and Angola. Revenue slumps as debt servicing gulps. 16.16 trillion naira in 16 months, according to a DMO report. I'll wrap it with this one. The federal government secures pipelines with 12 billion naira, says IOCs, $4 billion, or rather pays IOCs $4 billion. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch. And at this point, we're wrapping up on the covers of the papers. Make sure you grab a copy if you want some more information. We have so much more coming your way right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
You are welcome. It's time for What's Up and About. We've got the regular day is here. Good morning, everybody. Once again, Good morning, Nigeria. So, on Saturday, there was a video that was out. It was of this young man who actually stopped. You could call it a citizen's arrest. Well, no arrest actually happened, but he stopped just in front of a LASMA vehicle who were driving one way. Although the LASMA agents, the agency has come out to tell that that was not a recent video. It was an old video, but still over the weekend, another citizen, and this time I think fashion designer Naji.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with another civilian who was driving one way. And he says, no, you're not going to come this way. You're going to go back. We're going to obey the law and so and so. So it begs the question, Should we take these matters into our own hands?
Shouldn't
as
we?
your
Why
Shouldn't
not
we? I like the way you started. Please take it away.
No, the thing is, I've actually been in a car before that. So I think he probably stopped somewhere, and then of course they all popped out as they normally would, like clowns.
Hordes.
And then he got into the car. It was blah, 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 but the guy didn't even struggle. He actually allowed him. He came out. The guy actually started driving the car, and he started following one way. Normally, in situations like this, I'm usually quiet. But when you want to see the craze inside my body, when you do things like this, and I started asking the man, like, I don't understand. What you're doing now, does it make sense? Okay, you're taking us to your station, following one way. He said, yes, that they are doing the right thing. Doesn't matter what they have to do to...
Wow.
And I forgot, for this particular reason, we're not going to this station. No. Whatever I want to do, you will do it. No, it's true now, because I don't like seriously. Wow. But it's so wrong. I think the irritation for me more is because you actually, I mean, we're seeing things of auctioning. We saw, I mean, over the last week. Yeah, they were auctioning people's cars. You can see people crying.
Remember what I said last week? I said, hey, if it was a system that works, would people actually have to go against the law? That was my one main thing, you know, because I really pity these people whose cars were being auctioned off. I was wondering, hey, how their livelihoods are going to be affected after all of that, the suffering that they had to go through to first of all purchase those cars and then to have it taken away from them. Although they must have done something wrong in any case. No, Mike is pencil or something.
Why Winfrey was just voking? All I was concerned that I should be sitting close to Winfrey. See how black I look.
Really? No.
Wow.
Now you're focused.
You're fresh.
But Didi, you were going to say something real quick.
I think Mike is distracted by something.
Don't do that. But what I want to say is this. We as citizens, we really cannot go that far. We should not go that far. You can't take laws into your hands that way, you know.
We shouldn't.
We should hold each other accountable.
Yes.
You know, we should hold each other accountable, yeah? Yes. But don't go out of your way or out of... at the most, if you can record...
Would you use the BRT lane?
Oh.
That is BRT lane.
Now, I have a funny story
if there's an emergency ambulance service...
Wow.
or all of that...
Wow.
If there's
would you use the BRT?
Why would I use the BRT lane? For what? The BRT lane is... The BRT lane is... cheap. Look. What's it called? Bus Rapid Transit Lane.
Sorry, Titi, you were going to say...
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. The truth is, if you've been on the right side of the road and there's a lot of traffic, for instance, you're on the right side of the road, you're doing your bit, you're staying in lane, and then suddenly you see that the reason why the traffic was caused was because some people just decided to take one way and go against traffic.
Go against traffic, yes.
That really ticks me off.
Most situations like that.
Most of the time, you're always in the right lane. You're always in the right, and then suddenly somebody's doing something wrong.
Have you noticed who starts doing things like that?
So what's the damn for drivers?
No, some situations. No. Is this cars that carry that lights?
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. The pilot vehicles.
Yes.
The pilot vehicles.
So, no.
Vehicles sometimes.
Yeah. You see it.
Military vehicles and police vehicles are the ones that start at sometimes.
This will solve a lot of situations with traffic and with the society at large. Two things. Light, cameras.
Yeah.
Those are two things that I tell you, as a country, if you can put those two, we'll go the lens will move. When people know that you can go back and see what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, you have traffic monitors in some countries who, if they don't, now, okay, they use helicopters at one time. Now you have drone cameras that are fixed.
Radar.
At some point.
Yeah.
Radar. And you can see what caused this, who started this, where was this. If that is possible, if that, we're starting to make it happen.
Yes.
So there was a time when someone said something about CCTVs. Look, if we have that, you saw there's this particular guy that went to 3 shops on the island.
Yeah, to steal phones.
To steal phones.
Yeah.
You know, normally that guy, if it was, where we have good database, the guy should be in 3-bedroom flats in Kirikiri somewhere, waiting trial this morning.
But you know, real quick, I just wanted to say something real quick. On the regular or normal climbs, vehicles that are either police, army, or paramilitary and all that, they can actually do that.
Yes,
They
yes.
can actually take
Depends on the
When it's
circumstance.
depending on
an emergency.
Exactly. But in most situations, it's
within
not.
their rights, actually. But yeah,
The cars are
maybe not so.
empty, going nowhere, just making noise.
Probably carrying around.
Listen, yeah, do
Of
not
grass. I saw
go
one carrying
against
grass
traffic.
recently.
Please make sure you're on the right all the time. And our hearts go out to those people who lost their vehicles. Oh, by the way, Funke Akindele and I think Dr. Aziz Olajide, they visited the family, the widow and her son who lost the vehicle. I'm not sure if they helped out in any case, in any way, but it was a good thing to see that somebody also was sympathetic to
There are some cameras now. They can catch you. Continue.
We'll be back. Stay tuned. Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now it's a Monday, and everybody's thinking about money. But the thing is, do they truly have financial intelligence, which is often said to be the key to success? Why? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about this morning on Motivation. And to do justice to that, we have Dr. Olumide Oladapo Emmanuel, popularly known as the Common Sense Guru. He's no doubt one of the world's leading motivational speakers and wealth creation agents, and he has over 3 decades of transforming lives. Can't wait for this conversation to begin. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to be here again.
All right, so everybody is thinking about what's left in their bank account. It's the 19th of September, and we're thinking, how many more days till that next paycheck?
Wow.
Is that financially intelligent?
Well, if people have financial intelligence, that they will be able to have financial freedom and they won't need to worry about money. I teach that when people want to become wealthy, there are 3 major things that they need to do. Number 1, they need to have financial intelligence. Okay. Number 2, they need to have a financial plan. And then number 3, they need to have financial discipline.
Okay.
So financial intelligence is the foundation and the doorway into the world of wealth. And when we talk about education, one of the things I've come to realize is that a lot of people know what it means to either be educated or uneducated. Okay. But there is actually a 3rd dimension, which is what really matters, to be miseducated. So people are either educated or uneducated, but the problem is they are actually miseducated. So it is the miseducation that leads people into trouble. Because when you have the wrong information and you think you have all the information, when you have incomplete information and you think you have all the information, you have been miseducated. And that's one of the challenges that people have.
Okay, so that word miseducation, I'm going to stick with that for a little while. Miseducation in this context probably means you've been receiving information. It's not as if you haven't received information, but you've been receiving the wrong information that has created a foundation for the errors you're making in your finances.
So let's look at it this way. A lot of us growing up were told to go to school, get good grades, get a job, and then retire. Okay. That's a miseducation. It's a miseducation because they made us to believe that that's the only way that exists if we want to become successful financially. Okay. But there are lots of people that have now come to realize that most of what we have been told is incomplete. And because it's incomplete, it's incorrect. Now, there are 5 kinds of education that you require if you're going to become successful. Number 1, you need spiritual education. Number 2, you need personal education to understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your likes, your dislikes. Number 3, you need academic education. Academic education does 4 things. Helps you to be able to read, to write, to do mathematics or arithmetic or calculation, and to think analytically. But then you also need professional education to understand the way the marketplace works. And finally, you need financial education. But miseducation is, all you need is go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. So many people now have master's degree in business administration, master's degree in economics, and they are still not successful personally. Why? Because they don't have financial intelligence, and schools don't teach it.
Okay, so now it does feel like a lot of stages in our education have been skipped. Hop, skip, and jump. First of all, why do you think that is? That after decades of having at least certain levels of exposure over the internet, a lot of teachers, coaches like yourself have come about. Why do you think it's not being absorbed by the people that financial literacy, financial education and information?
Well, it's because those that manage the educational system don't know better. Because when it comes to the curriculum, for instance, you find out that when you look at our academic sector today, a lot of what we do is purely academic. Okay. The technical aspect of education has been bastardized over the decades. So you find that we don't have technical schools. So you're looking for a plumber, they are not available. A tiler, an electrician, you're looking for people that will do all the other technical aspects. They are not available because everybody's going through academic education. Okay. But most of what you learn in school, over 80% of what you learn in school is useless when you graduate. When you resume school in year 1, you are resuming in a particular world. By the time you graduate 4 or 5 years later, or 7 or 8 years, depending on ASU, you are graduating in a world that is different from the world that existed when you went into school. So it's very, very important for those who manage our educational sector to now begin to look into other aspects of education, technical education, vocational education, and talent education to help people.
Someone is watching right now and they've just discovered that, look, they are not actually financially literate at all. They don't understand how to use their money. They don't understand how their money can work for them. They don't even understand the true value of what they earn or what they are even worth on a daily basis. Where can they go? What can they do to make some changes?
Okay, since schools don't teach personal financial education, it comes through personal development. So the advice I will give to them is get books. I've written a lot of books. They can go to my website, go to follow me on social media and get details. Get books, get materials, go for courses, go for trainings to get financial education. Financial education is not something you graduate from. You don't graduate, you keep learning, because the day you stop learning, you start that. So you learn the basics and you start and you keep learning. And that's the way it works.
All right, so now there's a lot of different ways that people use money. People don't understand money yet. But the truth is, as they're reading, as they're going along, people are more focused on making money. So understanding money doesn't essentially mean that you're going to make money almost immediately, right? But for those watching right now who want to focus on making money, what would you advise?
Now, the first thing you need to do is get financial intelligence. When you get financial intelligence, you will understand how not to make money,
okay,
and then how to make money. Because when you don't know how to make money, it becomes difficult to make it. So that financial intelligence, part of the education you get in financial intelligence is how not to make money and how to make money. And once you understand how not to make money, you begin to avoid those how nots. And then when you know how to, you begin to focus on the how to. And then when you know how to make money, the next thing it teaches you is how to manage the money. Okay. And then how to multiply. So make, manage, multiply. But it begins with understanding how to make, because it's not how much you make that matters. It's what you do with what you make that matters. And that's where management comes in. Because when people don't know how to manage money, they will not be able to multiply it. Because once your expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep becomes your downfall. So it's very, very important for people to know that. And a lot of people, how not to make money is very key.
Could you say that again? When your expenditure
is greater than your income, your upkeep will become your downfall. Because if you eat tomorrow's food today...
I think we should tweet that one.
If you eat tomorrow's food today, you'll be hungry tomorrow. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you're going to be naked tomorrow. If you live tomorrow's life today, you will have no life tomorrow. So delayed gratification is part of the things you learn, which is why I said financial intelligence, financial planning, financial discipline. You see, a lot of people have studied so much, they have financial intelligence, they have good plans, but they are not able to execute it because they don't have financial discipline. And that's why the three are very, very key. So by next week, we will now focus on that discipline aspect to know what are the different things that people can do to become more disciplined.
Honestly, I just soaked in quite a lot of information in quite a short time, and I have a feeling you did as well at home. Please use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on Tvc. If you have questions for the Common Sense Guru, we'll see what we can do to make sure he gives you some answers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's always an educational session with you, sir. And there's still quite a lot more coming your way right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Winfrey is standing by after listening intently to this conversation. How's it going in the kitchen?
It's going really well, but let me remind you of that phrase. When your expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep becomes your down. That's why I think the show should be over at this point. Thank you so much, sir, for that very insightful conversation. And now I have with me here Chef Gold, right? And she's here for the very first time. Chef Gold, how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you shy?
No.
Oh, you're just nice looking, generally. Okay, so welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. In here, we have fun and like cook stuff, right? So tell me, what have you prepared, or what are you preparing for us today?
Okay, today I'm making semi-ripe plantain porridge.
Okay.
And on the table we have the ingredients we are going to be using. First off, we have our semi-ripe plantain, some tomatoes, yellow scotch bonnet, red scotch bonnet pepper, some smoked fish. Actually, this is smoked Titus fish, and right there is smoked panla fish, according to our local language. We have some onions, palm oil, Then right here we have scent leaf, pumpkin leaf.
Okay.
Local language, ugu.
Okay.
Local gewaya.
Yeah.
Then we have our crayfish, seasoning cubes, salt, and some extra spices.
Okay, nice. All right. This is a one-pot dish.
Yeah.
Right, and it doesn't take time.
Straight
It's
up.
actually straight to the point. And of course, it's plantain. So I mean, we love plantain, so we are definitely interested in this one. So now let me ask you this question. So now you spoke about Titus fish and panla fish. What is the difference?
It's just the species.
Yeah,
the
like
species.
what does it do? What different flavor does he add a different flavor to the food?
Yeah, the panda fish, the flavor it gives is kind of way back to 1980s when our great grandmother cooks, and you get that vibe. And this also, it gives some very nice flavor. You like when you munch on it, you'll be like, wow, this is something good to eat.
Okay, so now can you quickly run us through the process of making this particular dish?
Yeah, sure. Okay. First off, we are going to start off by heating our oil. We introduce our onions, stir fry, then introduce our tomato. We're actually going to blend this.
Okay, so we're blending that.
Yeah. So after introducing that, we still let it simmer for a while.
Okay.
Then introduce our spices. Allow it to still fry for a while. Add some water quantity that will be enough to cook the plantain.
Okay.
Then after that, once we get it to boiling point, we introduce the plantain. Allow it to cook till well done. Okay. Then add our fish, our scent leaf, and our pumpkin leaf.
Pumpkin leaf. Okay, of course we'll have to slice.
Yeah, we're going to wash it and slice it.
Okay, and that's about it. So it's actually easy, a very easy meal for you to make on this Monday morning where you actually have a whole lot to do. And of course, because it's plantain, it's healthy. And of course, we have leaves in also adding extra nutrition to that. So now, where do we start off? Where do we want to start?
Okay. We'll start off by washing our hands, covering my hair, using my hair.
We'll start with the cosmetics first. So that's good. So get to doing that. It's actually good to actually cover your hair while you're cooking, right? Tell us why.
It's to avoid particles of your hair going into the food you're making, because that is not healthy, and some people have allergies to some dirt in their food. So that's to avoid that.
All right. Nice. Okay, so while you prep, can you quickly run us on what introduced you to cooking, and what is it about cooking you actually enjoy so much?
Okay. Actually, I got motivated to cook after I got married.
Okay.
You know, as this new wife, you want to always make your husband happy. You want to give him sweet meals. So that was my motivation. Although before then, I was running some cooking classes.
Yeah.
Then I decided to add this cooking business to what I do. To get extra income.
Nice. So, I mean, you're satisfying your husband on one end, you're making money on the other end.
My money.
We're still here making our half-ripe plantain porridge, right? And of course, we have Chef Gold still here with us. And yes, so our palm oil went into the pan first, and now our onion is following it. All right, and we're just allow that simmer for a bit before we add our blended tomato. So we have to actually blend this, but we'll do that behind the scenes so we don't buzz you with all that noise. But I mean, so far, we've actually washed and peeled our plantain. So our plantain looks fresh and nice. This plantain is not, this is scam. This plantain is ripe. It's not half ripe. It's fully ripe. But yeah, we even like it better that way. And of course, we've washed and cut our ugu as well. And she was definitely cutting the scent leaf at that point. So, I mean, I don't think there's any... I mean, we have a little...
No, it's just the...
It's just this side. We need to blend, and then we're actually good to go. Yeah. Okay, so... I mean, how many minutes do we need to leave that on the fire?
This is still like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, you can keep on cutting this. I mean, because we need to make sure that our meal gets ready before the show is over. But then again, I mean, great. So how has it been, though, the cooking scene, especially now with the way things are, price-wise in the markets? How do you manage and cope with all of that?
We just have to cope because actually it's not easy, but... You know, I feel for my customers most times, so I still try to review my price in a way where it's going to be win-win for both the customer and myself. I don't need to run on a loss, and I still need to deliver value. So if there's any need for me to review my prices, I do that. If there's no need, I still maintain the previous price, then still make sure I give value. So that is... what I'm out for.
Amazing. So now, as a person that runs a business, now a cooking business, what would you say is top priority for you? Of course, making money is important, but like as regards preparation of your meals, what would you say is priority?
Value.
Okay.
Giving value to my customers.
By value, how do you mean?
Like, you spend thousands to order for a meal, it won't be nice for you not to get back value for what you ordered for. So that is what I always make sure of, that once you are paying a dime for what you are ordering from me, I make sure I give back, value back to you.
Give back to you. That's actually really good because, I mean, Nigeria, I know a lot of people actually have that. Everybody's thinking about making profit for themselves and not even considering the person spending all that money. But, I mean, I like your spirit. I think that's actually amazing. And keep on doing the great work you're doing. And, I mean, the sky is only your starting point, as they say it. Okay, so now she's actually slicing the plantain. We actually have love to see that. We're actually doing that in tiny cubes. Okay. And, of course, we'll sit down when we get back, all right? Make sure you keep on watching because it's the top of the hour and we're going to start all over again. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, wow. Yes, what can we say? Nothing beats starting your Monday the right way, and we are absolutely sure that we what the doctor ordered for you guys. The right prescription, the right dose, 2 or 3 times a day, all day, until the end of the week, or at least in the morning, and you're good to go.
Just know this. Now, your Monday morning thoughts set the tone for your whole week. See yourself getting stronger, living a more fulfilling, happier, and healthier life.
What was that thing again you guys got for motivation?
Oh,
well. Upkeep is your downfall.
No.
What was that? Winfrey?
No,
if your expenditure is higher than, or is lower than your income, your upkeep becomes your downfall.
Okay,
yeah, so
you made it.
You're almost there.
Almost there, sorry.
If your expenditure is more than your
Madam Motivation.
That's what she was supposed to say.
We'll just get it right from off.
Don't worry, I tweeted it already at Titi the Dynamite.
That's stealing of intellectual property.
Don't worry, I tagged him. I tagged him.
Don't tag me.
I tagged him.
Oh, him.
The common sense guru there. And we started our day the right way. And when you do start things that you truly love, it wouldn't really matter whether it's a Monday or a Friday, you know?
Nice, that's a good one, yes. But of course, it is a Monday here, and we are excited to start it the right way for you guys. Do stay tuned, stay put, don't go anywhere. Have a cup of your best beverage, or if you're already out and about, we'll be telling you how you can keep up with us as the day goes by. So don't you guys worry. Do remember now, you can catch us anyhow you want. Perhaps maybe you should do this from over our handles on our social media accounts. We are at TVC Connect on all of them. Do remember.
Yes, indeed. All right, so hey, most of them that watch us, they're excited to help be part of the show. Of course, they're sending in questions, contributions, and posts with our hashtag WakeUpNigeriaOnTVC. Quick question, what would you wish for if a genie gave you one wish?
Okay, you have to be very careful because I just came from the school of jinns.
Really?
Winfrey, what would you wish for? Well, no.
Wow. Without thinking about it, more wishes, baby.
You can't wish for eternity. You can't wish to fall in love. You can't wish for more wishes. Each of those have repercussions that jinns will not go back and give you for. So don't try it. Don't. I want you to, don't. In any case, my name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titi Laoli. So remember, you can use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
Live from absolutely anywhere in the world, you can catch us on our mobile app. All you need to do is download it, whether it's Google or iOS. We're there for you guys, one click away.
You're also watching us live on GOTV right now. That's on channel 27, and of course on UHF channel 49.
I've already asked you guys to follow us, haven't I? At TVC Connect. It's that simple.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. What's the last one?
TikTok.
Yeah, we're on all of them. Let's give them insight into what's coming up next.
Oh, yes. For our weekly Brain Teaser review show, we're going to be reviewing yesterday's edition for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And for a musical performance, we are joined by Classic High and Skin Music Killer for a very interesting take on their kind of music here on our show.
And on SME, Oluwatoyin Elegbede Shonibare is the creative director and lead decorator of Glivy's Cakes and Events, with their mission to dish out delicious, exquisite creations while ensuring their customers are wowed. Can't wait for that conversation.
Well, I hope she brought in some cakes. That's all I'm asking. Welcome back, Mike. I think you should educate Winfrey on the rules you know, regarding genies and stuff.
Oh,
she's gotten it all wrong.
No, you know, you can't.
Yeah.
It has to be your heart's desire.
Your
heart's desire, but you can't wish for more wishes now. So you want the world to just say, like, let me be God. And then there's something I always see in movies a lot, and I think it is how we relate with deity, whichever way you believe, is that you can't infringe on someone else's free will. So you can't, you shouldn't be able to compel somebody truly
to love you.
Wasn't that that was...
Yeah, but you see, so it does happen that these things are superficial. Like if you hear things about potions, it has always been there. We hear about potions, we hear about things and all of that, hypnosis, whatever. But you see, true love.
Yeah.
What? Take it. So that's why it's not been working all this time, Michael.
What have you been using? What have you... Okay, never mind.
No, it's just, no, let's not talk about true love, because some people found true love after they got married.
Isn't it?
You don't need to even say, people never find true love, married or not.
Oh, wow.
That's the discussion for another day.
I was going to say something very smart, but I can't remember.
That was dark.
Maybe just calm down. I didn't say anything.
It's true.
Let's just
listen. Whatever way you find true love is up to you, whether on Instagram, Facebook, or on Twitter.
On your plate of food.
The news once again on Wake Up Nigeria. I'm Mike Mesikeno. Now, the presidential flag bearer of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, is getting more support from women and youth groups in the northern part of the country as the 2023 general elections draw near. The latest is coming from members of the Tinubu Support Organization in Kaduna State, who have reaffirmed their support for his candidacy. At the inauguration of the executive committee, they described Bola Tinubu as a visionary leader whose experience is needed in rescuing Nigeria from its current socio-economic and security challenges. The group promised to work for his victory and other APC candidates in the state and the Northwest region in general. Meanwhile, Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has been appointed as a National Youth Coordinator of the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council. The APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu stated that Governor Bello, who was an aspirant in the party's presidential primaries held in June, deserved the appointment, owing it to his impressive political achievements and the exemplary leadership he had demonstrated as the governor of Kogi and as a party member. The APC candidate is confident that the Kogi governor will do his best in a new responsibility to ensure victory in the 2023 presidential election. Party members have also described this appointment as a big boost for the campaign, considering the important place of youths in the 2023 elections. Now, flooding in Jigawa State has again claimed at least 29 lives as waters continue to submerge communities in various parts of the state. The Public Relations Officer of the State Police Command, Lawal Shishu, who confirmed the figure today, said 92 lives have so far been lost to flood-related incidents in the state. He said the deaths occurred mostly as a result of drowning, canoe mishaps, thunderstorms, and building collapse. Floods have continued to wreak havoc in Jigawa as more communities and farmlands are submerged in many parts of the state. With the increasing death toll, the state government pledges to support the victims while appealing to the general public to also assist the victims with food and other materials to cushion the effect of the flood. The Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency last weekend confirmed Jigawa as the worst hit state by the floods ravaging parts of the country. And that's it on the news. Of course, there's a morning and there's still quite a lot more to come on the show. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We will be back after this time out.
Petrusis was the right answer. I'm very sorry.
Oh, we all missed that one, didn't we?
No, I got it.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
We didn't all miss it. Some missed it
royally.
It's not shameful when you miss it and you're not lying.
I don't understand.
Why you been insulted the guy? You're not lying to them.
No. I said...
Martin, stop it. It's okay.
The initial questions for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire are really ridiculous.
But it's like...
That's the point.
It's like that for the first...
That's the point for the first few.
It's supposed to be easy so you can move along.
I swallow my words and eat my hat after, missing the
Petrusis, you don't even...
Petrusis question.
Yes.
Yeah, because I actually thought it was tuberculosis.
I thought it was tuberculosis
It can't be tuberculosis.
Why?
Mike,
so the reason it can't be tuberculosis is an entirely different disease, I know. But the reason why I
all of them is shark cough
was that I was thinking of diphthongs. It has something to do with
Yeah.
You wouldn't want
right.
You wouldn't want me. You wouldn't want me to educate you.
Has more to do with
I'm
here.
trying to
Exactly.
be as-
Sounds like
Wait, it comes
than
with
here.
I do.
before it comes to here. Where does it start from?
No.
It starts from somewhere here before it gets to here.
No.
See, I'm trying to be didactic as it is now, but you
It's
are
not
not
working
aligning.
for
It's
you.
not
what
working.
he's doing.
I've always said, and I've always called for
word.
our own version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've always said that we should do it. Let's try and see who's got the biggest brain pan here. I want us to do it. It's
As
a
I
big
say, it's
challenge.
not about
I think.
the biggest
I don't know.
brain
What should I
pan,
ask?
bro.
What should I ask?
Oh,
I
God.
these questions. Oh, by the way, you guys should check out our 7 of 7 show every weekday. It's Wednesdays, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
Okay.
from 11 p.m. You guys should check it out. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
You see some very intellectual questions being asked. Your favorite celebrities on the show.
I have a
and
question for you, though.
You have a question? What, you want to try me out?
Mauve. What's the color palette?
For what now?
Mauve.
Well, it's a mix between purple and pink. It's a very baby.
What's the primary
type.
color for pink?
The primary.
Color for pink.
It's
now.
red and something else, ain't it?
Just check.
Oh, you asked me, but pink is
Just
pink.
check.
Pink
Purple is the color of the
No.
palette.
It's, but pink, you get it from red and a
Yeah,
mixture of
friends.
what else? What now?
I don't know.
Even you that you asked me, you don't know.
Oh, gosh.
But in any case, I do fancy myself quite the...
Intellectual.
No.
It's
But
obvious.
thank you very much,
It's
but no.
obvious.
Yeah. But when it comes to questions, I think I can really craft some very interesting ones.
He thinks he can.
See,
No.
Mazino thinks a lot about himself. That's why we like him.
But you see something. I will never forget this thing. I think it was about Albert Einstein at one particular point in time, who was brought up based on one of his inventions, and he was brought up to some sort of a panel, right? And then they were asking questions. You know, they were trying to look, who are you? Why should we listen to you? How intelligent are you? Professors came together. We know, we have knowledge. And then they were asking these questions, and he said, I don't know. And they said, and then why should we listen to you based on? He said, look, these things are
Just
books.
happens to me.
These things are there. I can always have access to them. I'll spend more time creating. So I'll spend more time finding out why things are the way they are, rather than going to pour over things that I have access to. So rather than just packing knowledge into my head.
True.
So there are people are coming different modes.
I can't remember his name, but it was a true life story this movie was crafted from. It was The Man Who Knew Infinity. It was an Indian guy who was advised to go to school, but he didn't really need it because he already knew everything. He knew infinity. He could tell you the end of an equation from the beginning. He didn't know how he got the answers. And this is real life. He never knew how he got the answers, but he always just had the answers. But because he couldn't show a solution for them, he was disregarded until very late in his life. But I think he was celebrated after. But it was very brilliant, and there are people like that.
You connect with people like that.
No, not on that level. On certain other levels.
It will shock you.
Just check it.
Good to have you here. Grand. Let's talk about you and cakes. You are the lead decorator at Gliver's Cakes. First off, how long ago did you guys start?
We started in 2017.
2017.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5 years now.
Yes.
Okay. Is this out of a passion for, confectionaries, cakes, or just design itself?
Okay, so it's a passion. I actually liked baking, and this I thought, okay, after working for some time, and I thought, oh, why can't I just pursue this and share what I do in my private space, share it with clients and share it with people and let people have a feel of what I like to do. So, and I thought, oh, it's not just about doing it as a passion, but then let me make a business out of it. So that's how it started.
What did you used to do from before?
From before, I started as a secretary, then I went forward to a front desk person, then I went forward to being a business administrator. I worked at law firms, NGOs, and here I am at Davis.
So have you taken any of those experiences from where you...
Sure, customer service precisely.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Explain that, because I need people out there to absolutely see how it relates, to any kind of business customer service.
Okay, so first things first, it's not just about dishing out the products. It's about your relationship with the customers. How do you keep them? So it's not just one-off sale for you. It shouldn't be one-off sale. It should be, how will my customers come back? So what do you give them as an after thing to come back? Oh, so that place we went to the last time, I want to come back again. You understand? So make sure that you serve them
Create
value.
an experience.
You create an experience, and then you make them want to come back.
Okay.
You make them want to come back to you. That's
nice, nice. So you did say that it was something that you were passionate about, you know, baking, and it was initially a private chore or private, you know, passion, and then you wanted to, you know, make people see it, and now you're making money out of it. Is it just you, or do you have like a team of people, or you know, how big is your operation?
It's not just me. It's a small business, and we have a team. I am the lead decorator. We have 2 bakers, 1 decorator, and we have a writer. Definitely your products have to go out. It's still a small business, but thank God it's moving.
I'm very unhappy with you, however.
Why?
Because you didn't bring any cakes.
Oh, my.
All we can see are these cakes, these beautiful cakes we're looking at on TV right now, and they are beautiful indeed. Now, first off, you did note that you have a baker separate from the decorators, of which you are one. Yeah. So what are you, a baker and a decorator?
Yes.
A decorator. So you have, what's the word now? There's a word, I can't remember what that word is. Specialized.
Yes.
So you specialize in especially decorating, or is it that
decorating?
Cake decorating.
Yes, caking is an art. So it's much more than what you see on the inside or what you taste on the inside. You would see cakes, some cakes created like houses, some cakes created, you know, that's the art.
Have you seen that show?
Cake. What?
Have you seen that show?
Yes.
Is it cake? It's for instance, they might put something like so.
Yes, and
it's a cake.
Yes, and it's a cake. So anything can be created into a cake. So it's more about your creativity. It's more about how you can explore as a cake artist. So it's not just about being a baker. Being a baker, you're just baking what's inside of the cake, but creating designs, sitting down, sketching. You know, sometimes you require sketching when you're making masterpieces.
Nice.
So creating masterpieces that will wow people. So it's a lot more. It's an entire
process.
Yes, it is a process. Wow. It is a process. It takes a lot.
Do you have to go for training to be able to get?
Sure, you have to go for training. So it didn't just start as okay. So you can't just be passionate about something. You need to also follow it up, because most of us went to school. We read, just like the doctor said earlier on in the program, we read different vocations and all of that. So you come back, go to Catering Institute, go to bakers who are certified to train, then acquire the necessary skills to back up that passion.
Nice.
Before you can now come back and say, oh, yes, I'm confident to, I can put this out to the public.
And you train people to do this?
Yes, I do train people.
Oh, that's very interesting. So you not only provide the service, you also train people as well.
Yes.
Now, in a week, let's say, how many of these can you deliver?
We deliver as many as 10 cakes in a day.
In a day?
Yes.
Wow.
Depending on, you know, sometimes it goes off and on. So it's
seasonal.
Yes, it's seasonal. It's very seasonal, except for pastries that are on
regular consumption and stuff like that.
So cakes are for different occasions and all of that.
What's the most expensive cake you've ever baked?
Oh, that would be a wedding cake. It was a 5-tier. And at the time, it was 250,000.
Okay.
So, and it can go as high as 350. It depends on what you're creating, basically. So what you're creating determines the cost. The cake flavors, the aesthetics and complexity of the designs inform the charges that you can give for a particular cake. So it's not a fixed rate for a cake.
Oh, that's very, very interesting. So let's say that I have gone to school, I've learned from certified bakers and all of that, and I want to start my business. How small can my operation start from? I want to encourage anybody out there who's probably thinking that I have these skills, but I don't know how to start. So how can they get started from, well, the confines of their own kitchen?
Yeah. Most bakers we find out there, those big names that we find out there, truly started from the kitchen. Bottom line, you have that passion. Make sure that you register as a business and put yourself out there on social media. So that's the only way. That's one way that you can publicize your work. So it's not enough that you are in your space. You can be in your kitchen, you're baking, but nobody's seeing you. You know, you have to be out there in public. Make sure that your business is registered. Glivis is registered.
Register your business.
Register your business. So
make sure you're seen as well. You can use social media.
Social media. Use. Then you have to leverage on families, friends, religious places. We all go to churches, we all go to mosques. You know, we have places where your network is your net worth.
Nice.
So.
Wow. That kind of like puts it up in a bow and everything. That tightens it up for anybody who's out there and thinking that they want to start this kind of business. I want to say thank you very much for coming through. I really have appreciated the fact that you've given us time to, or taken your time to try and put people through this skill, this art, this trade, whatever you want to call it. But we're not done with you yet. Yes, we do know that you are a master at the what do you call the pallet? I don't know, whatever name you can call it. But you shall give people food. But we've got something for you as well from inside of our kitchen. So don't go anywhere. Do stay tuned. Let's just move you over to the kitchen. Ah, yes. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
We're in the kitchen, ladies. What have you guys prepared already?
Yes, we have, of course. So Chef Gold has literally been hard at work here putting together this delicious-looking plantain porridge, right? And we'd like for you to try it and tell us exactly what you think about it. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're moving it.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Chef Gold.
That's how she always makes.
Thank you. I love the name, by the way, Chef Gold.
It's looking beautiful.
Yeah.
I can see the vegetables and the fish. I saw the fish. One more bite.
Uno momento, she says. Listen, Mike is not happy with you. You're eating our food and you didn't bring cake.
Perfect. It's really nice. I like the fact that it has vegetables, so it's not just you eating plantain.
Yeah.
And the fish, bread it all together. So
It's beautiful. It's grand.
Amazing. Thank you, Chef Gold.
Thank you, Chef Gold.
Great to have you.
Mike is ready with his own,
Yes, so.
whatever this is. But in any case.
Yes, so.
Great show so far. Great show for a Monday starter. And thank you very much for showing up. Thank you, Chef Gold. Mike, just take on the go. Just go with it already.
But, you know, as always, we have an amazing week planned just for you.
Yep.
It's just getting started, everyone. So from 7 a.m. from Monday throughout till Friday, we're going to be here for you right here on TVC.
In case you missed it, we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same station. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.